first thing we want to do is go to the market. We want to find a nice avocado. And how do we find a nice avocado without pasteurizing it, right? So what we do is we touch the top of it and we make sure that it's soft. And it's soft to the touch so that we know that when we cut into it, we have a nice ripe avocado. So I'm going to take it right now and I'm going to just split it in half. I'm going to twist it, take it around, and start making my bottoms. So the way I'm going to make my bottoms is just gut it out and I'm going to drop this. So I had asked for 6 volunteers. Do we still have those 6 volunteers ready to eat some good food? Who's those 6 people? Okay, great. That's wonderful. Now when you eat this food, if it's good, you tell me, and if it's not, just keep running, okay? All right, I want you to tell me either way. I just want to see if you guys are paying attention. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to gut these out. And while I'm gutting those out, I'm going to take a little bit of olive oil. Remember, we're trying to eat healthy, right? So we're going to go ahead and put a little touch of olive oil in there. And I have a secret ingredient that when I put it in, I'll go ahead and share it with you. But pretty much nobody knows that I use this in my food. Again, trying to use natural flavors. I try to stay away from natural sugars. So in doing that, I actually try to find that in other things, such as sugar cane, as for natural flavors of sweetness. I also use different types of oils, not just olive oils, but I use coconut oil. Coconut oil is something very, very healthy and very, very good for you. So it's another flavor that you want to go ahead and kind of incorporate into your diet, okay? So right now what I'm doing is I'm preparing 6 individual salads for you guys. And then we're going to go ahead and put the topping in there. So why did I do Real Men Cook this year was one of the questions that they asked me. Well, my wife and I are now empty nesters. Our kids are grown, they're all out the house. I've been doing Real Men Cook for since 2008 actually, I've been doing Real Men Cook. And I find that this is probably one of the best non-for-profit organizations that are doing the right thing to help people, so I continue to give back. I think that it's a great cause. I think that we have the right reasons in mind for doing this, and for that matter, I'm a big supporter of Real Men Cook. So here we go, guys. Now we have our bottoms, and once we have our bottoms, we're going to go ahead and, for saving time, I took some plantains and I made something called arañitas. Arañitas are spiders. And what I did was, I took that same olive oil and I took some plantains and I just wiped the plantains down. And they just put them into a little bit of oil and I dropped them in there. So we're kind of like putting everything together. So we have the arañitas, which is the fried plantain chips almost, that are very light in olive oil. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna warm that up. And we're gonna get cooking. So we'll go ahead and take this and we'll go ahead and add a little bit of shrimp. We'll add a little bit of chicken. Ooh, that's a fire. You guys ready to eat? There we go. Then we'll go ahead and drop some peppers in there. And we'll drop those portobello mushrooms we talked about. Then when we have all the ingredients inside, I'll go ahead and hit it with something called adobo. A little bit of oregano. Just for a little bit of spice, I'm putting some pepper flakes, some crushed garlic, and a little bit of coarse pepper. So with that coarse pepper, again, we're looking at healthy, and a little bit of black pepper. So now we'll go ahead and we'll saute that a little bit, and we'll get that all going. You guys smell those aromas? Are you feeling those aromas up front? You guys are getting that? That's wonderful. All right, so then I got this Creole sauce that we got over here. Now, my secret ingredient to everything is that sugar cane that I talked about. So now I'm gonna take a little bit of sugar cane juice. This is natural sugar cane juice, and I'm gonna drop a little bit of that inside there for flavor. Not a whole lot, but instead of putting sugar, we put natural sugars. We wanna stay healthy, okay? And that's the way we're gonna stay healthy. We're gonna eat flavors going like that. And as we go ahead and saute this, I'm gonna take my Creole sauce and I'm gonna drop that Creole sauce on top. And we're gonna let this marinate for just a second and let it cook and simmer in there just for a couple of minutes. You getting a good picture of that? You see that? Does that look good? You like that? You can't have none. Aha. No, I'm only kidding. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go there. And then I'm gonna grab my grinder, take a little bit of Parmesan cheese, and I'm gonna grind a little bit of fresh Parmesan cheese in there while it's cooking, just to get ahead and get those flavors going. Now, we wanna use a sharp Parmesan. You don't wanna use a not sharp Parmesan cheese because it will change the flavor, okay? And we wanna go ahead and mix that up, toss that together. Let it simmer for just a couple of minutes, and while we're going there. So I'm empty nesters, as I was telling you guys, and my wife and I said, you know, it's nothing wrong with giving back, but what more to give back to an organization that you always give back to, right? So I said this year, we're gonna go back out and do Real Men Cook one more time. And then when we do Real Men Cook one more time, we feel gratified, right? I have 2 kids in the Army, and I have none that just joined the Navy and 1 in college, and they're all gone out the house. So no one's cooking for me in the house today, so I said, let me go ahead and cook out for the guys out there, right? All right, so we're about ready to eat. 4 minutes, we're getting it done. Here we go, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and we're going to finish this dish and make sure that it has some shrimp on it. Put some shrimp on that. Put a shrimp on that. And ladies and gentlemen, here you go, a stuffed avocado. Bon appetit.
This food is simply delicious. I recommend it for anyone to try this dish. It's very spicy, got a nice aroma to it, very good for the stomach.
It was a quick process how they prepared it. Good spices and a great ambience to go along with it.
The presentation was great. It was very self-explanatory. He did a great job in explaining how to cook it. The food is good. It's very healthy, like he said. I love avocado, and it's extremely tropical.
I thought the food was absolutely delicious. It's something I can duplicate at home because it wasn't too difficult to make, but I guess it's all about having the right touch. It's spicy without being too overwhelming, and I thought it was something really good. Anytime my daughter grabs for it, and I can't get her to eat almost anything, you know it's good.
My name is Peter Thomas. We got Peter to go over here in my Jamaican rum flavor coffee. This is my partner Russell, okay? All right? And the reason why we're here embracing this beautiful day, Father's Day that is, okay? Here with my son, come over here, come here. My son over here, all right? And how it feels about being Father's Day here. Don't have kids if you're not going to be responsible for them, okay? Be a man if you have your job, okay? That's how I feel about Father's Day. Because my father is still with me, and it's a beautiful thing, okay? My father's best advice to me, be responsible. You want me to be responsible in everything and anything that I do. Because I could always go for my mistakes. So to me, being responsible is what made me develop the character that I am, that I have today. Okay? Thank you so much.
They say that real men can cook, but real men make salads, ladies. That's what they really came for. Now Jose last year did I think they did like a congress. He's not here. So look at the line. Hello, ladies. Anyways, real men cook for a great cause. It's great to be a great dad. You got to be here next year and get your cook on. I'm very fortunate. I grew up with a great mom. My dad, he lickety split right out of the beginning. I don't know if I was that ugly, but my grandfather told me, who really helped make me into a man, remember, it's your heavenly Father that loves you unconditionally.